Just when you thought the absolute madness of the NFL offseason was behind us, the explosive Blockbuster whispers are detonating all over again. The monster trade rumors surrounding superstar pass rusher Maxx Crosby have officially reignited, while the entire league is arguing over where Caleb Williams truly ranks among the game's elite quarterbacks. If you want the raw, unfiltered truth that front offices do not want you to hear, you are in the exact right place. Before we tear into this chaos, smash that like button, share this video with every football fanatic you know, and subscribe so you never miss an urgent breakdown all season long. Let us jump right into the fire with Maxx Crosby because this story refuses to die. We all witnessed the utter shockwave earlier this year when Las Vegas agreed to ship Crosby to the Baltimore Ravens, only for the entire deal to completely implode after a failed physical. Right now, everything on the surface looks peaceful. Crosby is saying all the right things publicly, talking about how everything happens for a reason and preaching loyalty to the silver and black. But do you really believe a relentless competitor entering the prime of his career is just going to sit back and quietly accept another miserable losing season? ESPN insider Adam Schefter recently peeled back the curtain on this exact dilemma alongside Ty Schmidt, and what he laid out should have every contender on high alert. Schefter made it clear that while Las Vegas is obviously planning on keeping Crosby for the start of the season, the real drama ignites around the November trade deadline. Nobody inside the building wants to admit it out loud, but what happens when the wheels inevitably come off? Look closely at the brutal gauntlet facing Las Vegas before the trade deadline hits on November 10th. If they drop their season opener at home against Miami, the panic button gets smashed immediately. From there, they have to navigate the Chargers on the road, a much-improved New Orleans team, Kansas City, New England, Buffalo, the Rams, and a brutal cross-country flight to face the Jets, capped off with a road clash in San Francisco right before the deadline. Out of those first 9 weeks, Miami, New Orleans, and the Jets are practically the only games you can realistically look at as winnable matchups. Even in an unpredictable league where upsets happen, Las Vegas is staring down the barrel of a disastrous 3-6 or 2-7 start. If that nightmare scenario unfolds, all of this happy talk evaporates overnight. It is not going to be a peaceful reunion when Crosby is walking into the locker room Sunday after Sunday staring at another blowout loss, watching another wasted year of his prime slip away under another brand new coaching staff. Las Vegas might be forced to throw rookie quarterback Fernando Mendoza into the fire way before he is ready, and things could get exceptionally ugly. And remember, front offices do not operate on sentimentality. Las Vegas already agreed to trade him once for a massive haul of draft capital. If their season is dead in the water by October and a desperate contender comes calling with premium draft assets, do you honestly think they will turn down an offer that kickstarts their rebuild? Absolutely not. That immediately puts the Chicago Bears right in the middle of the crosshairs. We already know for a fact that general manager Ryan Poles aggressively explored a deal for Crosby earlier this offseason. Chicago ultimately refused to cough up 2 first-round draft picks at the time, but the mid-season dynamic is an entirely different beast. Chicago's defense is starving for a game-wrecking presence off the edge. Imagine a scenario where Chicago is sitting at 6-2 in late October, the offense is clicking, and the front office realizes they are just one dominant defensive disruptor away from commanding the NFC. If Crosby is healthy and wreaking havoc on the field, the pressure on Chicago to pull that trigger will be deafening. That brings us directly to our question of the day. If Las Vegas starts sinking fast and Crosby hits the block in October, should Chicago sacrifice top draft picks to bring him in? Type Y for yes or N for no down in the comments right now. While pass rush rumors simmer, an even bigger debate is tearing through the NFL landscape regarding Mike Sando's highly anticipated quarterback tiers. For those unfamiliar with how this massive project works, Sando surveyed a heavyweight panel of 50 current NFL coaches and top executives, granting them complete anonymity so they could deliver their brutal, unvarnished evaluations of 35 veteran passers. This elite voting body featured 8 active general managers, 5 assistant general managers, 5 former front office leaders, 9 head coaches, 10 defensive coordinators, 5 offensive coordinators, and specialized analytics directors. To earn a spot in Tier 1, A quarterback must carry their franchise every single week, win games strictly off their own back, dominate pure passing situations, and possess zero glaring flaws. Only 4 quarterbacks in the entire NFL reached that pinnacle: Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford, and Joe Burrow. Caleb Williams landed directly into Tier 2, finishing tied for 11th overall alongside Brock Purdy. By definition, a Tier 2 quarterback carries the team in spurts, handles drop-back passing in deliberate doses, and brings dynamic traits that elevate the entire roster despite having 1 or 2 inconsistencies to iron out. Out of 50 voters, 36 placed Williams squarely in Tier 2, while 14 slotted him into Tier 3. When you look at the company Williams is keeping, the respect across the league is glaring. Tier 2 is stacked with heavy hitters like Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, and Dak Prescott sitting at the very top, followed by Drake May and Jared Goff tied at 8, Jordan Love at 10, Caleb and Purdy at 11, Jaden Daniels at 13, Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold at 14, and Trevor Lawrence alongside Jalen Hurts rounding out the group. The anonymous quotes from opposing coaches and scouts reveal just how terrifying Williams' potential truly is. One head coach admitted that when he turns on the game tape, it is impossible to ignore how special Caleb is, praising his fearless mentality and jaw-dropping arm talent. An NFL executive went even further, stating that Williams is rapidly accelerating from a Tier 2 passer into a future Tier 1 superstar, highlighting the miraculous off-script plays he pulled off down the stretch and into the postseason that only a handful of humans on the planet can make. An offensive coach noted that while Chicago's scheme asks him to hold the ball, his freakish ability to escape pressure bails the offense out of sacks that would ruin 90% of the quarterbacks in the league. On the flip side, a defensive coordinator pushed back, labeling him a borderline Tier 3 player due to processing delays in the pocket, though he admitted Williams reminds him of a young Josh Allen whose pure athletic firepower and ice-cold composure ensure that no stage is ever too big for him. That evaluation captures the reality of Williams perfectly. Last season was Chicago's offensive floor. Williams finished near the top 7 in both passing yards and passing touchdowns, navigating heavy volume while maintaining an impressively low turnover rate. Sure, there are moments where he bypasses the routine checkdown because he is hunting for the knockout punch. But as offensive coordinator Press Taylor emphasized regarding Ben Johnson's offensive philosophy, the goal of this modern offense is not just grinding out efficiency. It is about creating explosive, game-changing plays. Williams is the ultimate explosive playmaker. If his baseline year produced high-volume production, elite sack evasion, and poise in crunch time, his ceiling is utterly terrifying. The moment he sharpens his pocket rhythm and takes the easy layups the defense gives him, there is nothing stopping him from conquering this league. Do you believe Caleb Williams takes that ultimate leap and gets voted into Tier 1 next year? Drop a 1 for yes or a 2 for no in the comments below, and let your voice be heard.